Merhaba, ben Deniz Özçakır. Bugün size çok özel bir yerden, İtalya'dan sesleniyorum. Şu an La Spezia'dayız. Arkamızda çok güzel iki tane büyük yat görüyorsunuz. San Lorenzo'nun kalbinde, San Lorenzo'nun süper yatlarının üretildiği La Spezia'daki tersanesindeyiz. San Lorenzo bildiğiniz gibi dünyanın en büyük mega et üreticisi, tek marka olarak ve 4 farklı tersaneye sahip İtalya'da. Hepsi kendi alanında lider tersaneler. Daha da önemlisi bu 4 tersanenin İtalya'nın en önemli, en eski tekne üretim merkezlerinde bulunması ve bu 4 tersanenin birbirinden yalnızca maksimum 50-60 kilometre uzaklıkta yer alması. Yani İtalya'nın tüm tekne üretim kültürünün faydalarından yararlanırken San Lorenzo 4 tane tersanesi arasındaki koordinasyonu da çok iyi sağlayabiliyor. 4 tane tersaneyi de aynı gün ziyaret edip farklı toplantılar yapabiliyorsunuz ki biz bunu yapıyoruz. La Spezia'da başlamak istedik çünkü San Lorenzo'nun en büyük tekneleri metal 40 metre üzeri olan süper yatları burada üretiliyor. Arkamda bunların en güzel iki örneği var. Bir tanesi 52 metre, bir tanesi de daha büyük onun arkasında duran 62 metre steel yani çelikten üretilen tekneleri San Lorenzo'ları. La Spezia'ya hoş geldiniz. Bu yayınımızda sizi San Lorenzo'dan çok önemli kişilerle buluşturacağız. San Lorenzo'nun üst yönetiminden en üste dahil olmak üzere kişilerle röportajlarımızı dinleyeceksiniz. San Lorenzo'lar nasıl üretiliyor, nerede üretiliyor? San Lorenzo'nun bu son 15 yılda yakaladığı inanılmaz başarının sırrı ne? Beraber onları keşfetmeye çalışacağız. Bugün size ilk defa bir tekneden değil, o teknelerin yapıldığı yerden sesleniyoruz. O yüzden biz de heyecanlıyız. Hoş geldiniz.
Massimo Perotti, thank you for taking the time. This year in Turkey we are celebrating the 10th year of San Lorenzo Trio cooperation. Can you tell us about your memory of the start of the relationship 10 years ago?
Yes, I think that my memory to the starting of our relationship goes back when I acquired the shipyard. It was in 2005, it was 5 years before. And I concentrated in expanding the product line, new plant, new market. And at that time, when I bought the company was only a small company, 40-50 million euro, with top quality and image. So the expansion of the product line was quite difficult because you have to keep the quality, the design, the tradition, and in the meantime, you have to build more boats, more people. So to keep the promise of our customer that we would be the same San Lorenzo, even bigger, was not easy. At that time, in Turkey, we used to work with a big, important family, but there were few family, like the Bodur family, Lodrik family, Exagibasi. Important customer, they used to change their San Lorenzo every 5 years and buying again San Lorenzo. So after 5 years of this very active work to expand the San Lorenzo, I was very lucky. And at the Cannes show 2011, I met with Murat. Murat at that time was very young, very energetic, with good spirit, with good ethics. And I really fell in love with him because he was the right guy. So we promised each other to start the business little by little, to grow keeping the promise, the San Lorenzo promise to the customer. And we succeeded because now Murat is probably the largest dealer in Turkey. He has more product line, 70 people, 75 million turnover. So he's a large, big, organized dealer. But I can say that he kept the promise. So he's dealing with the San Lorenzo customer like we used to deal from the shipyard. Loyal, keep the promise. Maybe under-promise and over-deliver to the customer all the time.
How would you compare 10 years ago with now? Because there's a much larger San Lorenzo community in Turkey now.
Yes, well, as we say at the beginning with Murat, the goal was to grow in a tactful way, not massive growth, because San Lorenzo could not, and we didn't want it to build hundreds and hundreds of boats. Still now we have 500 million turnover, which is more than 10 times in respect to what when I bought the company, but we are still building 50 boats. And we don't want to build hundreds and hundreds because then you lack quality service, and this means we will not keep our promise to the customer. So in the last 10 years with Murat, we grow slowly, tactful. Some boat more every year, a lot of care in service, delivery, quality, try to keep the customer in the family, in the San Lorenzo club. So now my feeling is that Turkish is mature market to step up to bigger boat, but also to more boat, because I think Murat managed to build a Turkish San Lorenzo club, every year bigger. And what has been really amazing for me, when we did the Elite Days 2 years ago, before the COVID problem, and there was a lot of customers very loyal to him, very loyal to the brand. So I have to confirm that Murat kept the promise.
Great to know. So having gone through all this experience in Turkish market in the last 10 years with Trio, how would you describe the Turkish San Lorenzo in general yachting community? What are the main characteristics according to your observations?
Well, very gentleman customer who understand the quality. They understand they have to pay more for the quality, which, with the Turkish customer is not that easy because you are the greatest negotiator worldwide. But I think that Murat and the San Lorenzo team working together without too much stress to grow, I think we managed to deliver the message to the market that quality, style, service comes with the right price. The customer now in Turkey knows that they have to pay more, but they know they get a good product. They can resell it at a good value. The service and the quality, the comfort is no equal to the other competitors. And I think that was the biggest achievement from Murat. To promise to the customer something better than they knew at the higher price is not easy, because they have to believe you, pay more, and then get the result. I think that he managed to do that. So now for him it will be easier, not easy, it will be easier to grow because he has a base of customer who knows that we kept the promise.
On top of that, where do you see the relationship and San Lorenzo going in Turkey in the next 10 years?
Well, San Lorenzo has been growing a lot since I bought the company, from 40 million to 500 million revenue, from 70 people to 700 people, from a Mediterranean market to a worldwide market. We expand a lot the range of product, the new SD division, the SX, the crossover product, the super yacht division. Now we have the SP, the smart performance, which is, by the way, the model there. I think that we are going to expand little by little more product in San Lorenzo, Blue Game, and probably we will do some acquisition in the future. And so we will be able to give to the Murat organization, the Trio organization, more product line, more support. And I think that Murat today has the right age to combine experience and still a lot of energy, because he's not old guy, but he's not young anymore. So it's the perfect balance for the next 10 years to really become, by far, the first in the market.
Now San Lorenzo stands for customer loyalty. Once you're in San Lorenzo family, you keep going, you upgrade. What do you do to ensure that? I mean, how did you create this? And what do you do in the future to ensure that from the product side, from the production side?
Well, as I said, is a rule which has been working for the stock exchange as well. Under promise and over deliver. You have to promise what you can do, be very crystal clear, honest, straightforward, ethics, and little by little people will trust you. And you know, the nautical business is quite difficult business. There is a lot of people that they don't keep the promise, they over promise, that they don't deliver, and so forth. So by following a good, honest ethics year after year, you manage to build a relationship with your customer, to build what we say the customer club. The San Lorenzo club is a club of connoisseurs, of people who knows boating. Normally, a customer coming to San Lorenzo is a customer who has been experiencing other product for 10 or 12 or 15 years, and then they come to San Lorenzo because they want really the best. They want a made-to-measure boat, tailor-made to their need. And this is helping us to keep the relationship, to start a direct relationship from the shipyard to the customer, because they come to the shipyard and they design the boat on their body. Tailor-made, made-to-measure is a very special, only San Lorenzo feature. So that is the starting way to start a relationship and to keep the relationship. Of course, Murat is a key element, because if you have a dealer in a far market, because Turkey is not behind the corner, it's a little far, it's more than 1,000 miles from the shipyard. If you do not have the right man, the right San Lorenzo ambassador in that market, in Turkey, then you cannot keep the promise. You keep only one part of the promise, which is the production of the boat, the quality, the comfort. But then the second promise is the service, the delivery, to solve the problem the customer may have on board, to take it back for a new one, to sell it to the market. And you know, if you give good service and the brand is at the top, also the value of the investment of the customer will keep high and customer will be happy.
Great. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome, and thank you for being here.
La San Lorenzo del futuro. Grazie.